The AniMoguls are back. My handle is Megabucks.
And mine's Tycoon.
In episode 2 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Showdowns, it's Angel versus Spike.
So which team are you on, Megabucks?
As a villain, Angel's an utter failure, in my opinion.
And as a romantic lead, he's even worse. Angel's just a blubbering mess around Buffy. He's just like, hey, Buffy. He doesn't have the looks, he doesn't have a personality, he's just a box. Like a totally tall rectangular fridge. He lurks a lot in the first season, waiting in parking lots and alleyways so he can say 1 or 2 words before disappearing into the shadows. When he and Buffy are in a scene, Buffy does like 90% of the talking, and Angel's like, uh-huh.
A typical conversation goes,
oh, Angel, it's so amazing that you're here at the Bronze. Sorry, I have to go.
And then Angel's like,
bye, Buffy.
He's always mumbling.
Yeah. With Spike and Buffy, I feel some real heat, you know? Spike's bad to the bone. Angel's kinda half-assed. He thinks he's bad, but he wants to be good. I'm never fully convinced that he was as evil as advertised. And this is all David Boreanaz's fault. Bad acting.
Yeah, we don't criticize the person, but it is utterly in our realm to criticize the acting. And you do not feel it. You don't feel that he's convincing as this tortured hero with a complex past. Mostly because he doesn't display any range of emotion whatsoever. He keeps giving that same blank expression, no matter what scene he's in.
Yeah, I just don't see the internal turmoil in his voice or body language or anywhere.
Now, to be fair, when he became Angelus, he tries a bit harder. He has some scenes where he has some snarky one-liners. He laughs maniacally with Drusilla, he freaking murders Miss Calendar, but the turnaround is so sudden and cartoony and two-dimensional that his villainous rampages, they're just kind of funny. I think Stefan from the Vampire Diaries did it better.
Yeah. The first time he was conflicted, it was cool, but it got old really fast. He's like a pendulum, constantly swinging back and forth between the extremes of good and evil. And he doesn't even choose to be evil any of the times he ends up being the villain. It's always forced on him by a curse or whatever. It makes his conflict too easy. Like, pick a side and stick with it for a while, man. But yeah, I feel like Buffy and Angel's romance was so rushed that when they broke up, I was just like, well, anyway, moving on. I didn't feel torn or upset or sad or any of that stuff.
Yeah, same here.
If anything, Buffy pined over Angel for way too long. She should have moved on to Spike first chance she got. I enjoyed all of Spike's scenes, even though he didn't get much screen time in the first few seasons. Even when he was there, he had to share all his screen time with Drusilla, which was annoying as hell because I couldn't stand her.
Spike is an interesting character, because unlike Drusilla and Angel, who are both cartoony caricatures of evil, Spike is more complex. It's funny, because when Angel becomes Angelus, the writers really try to hit home the fact that Angel's way more evil than Spike. They even put Spike in a wheelchair to show that he's powerless and can't contribute to Drusilla and Angel's plans to destroy Buffy. And yet, Spike makes Angel look like a big, dumb doorknob by the end of it, because he outmaneuvers Angel by pretending to still need his wheelchair long after he's healed. Spike does evil better than Angel, because Spike is intelligent about it. Angel's like, get this, I killed that teacher, I killed Miss Calendar, I am evil, ha 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 ha.
And they show Angel as this heartthrob. Give me a break. Even Drusilla loves Angel. She'll pick Angel over Spike given the choice, but what does Angel really have to offer? Stimulating conversation? I don't think so. I mean, he takes quiet to another level. He's so mysterious to the point where I'm bored. I'm like, you know what, Angel? Even if you do tell me what your mysterious backstory is, I'm tuning out because you're delivering it in such a bland manner.
I think your analogy of him being like a fridge is amazing. Because when you open your fridge and the light's not on, you're like, is there anything in there? And you're hoping for at least some leftovers, but then it's empty. That's how I feel about Angel, where he's this big box with nothing inside. Yeah, his jawline is like the Batman TAS guys, but there's no personality. And you need a little bit of personality to keep us marginally interested in your story. Looks can carry you far, but they're not going to get you across the finish line. Now, Spike had very few scenes, but Spike was on fire. Every scene he was in, he stole the show.
Yeah, well done, James Marsters. The British accent, the white spiky hair, he just had a great look going. And I also like that he was crazy about Drusilla, even though I hate Drusilla. But I like that she was his Achilles heel, Because otherwise, he's just like, screw everyone, I'm evil. But when it comes to Drusilla, he's willing to do whatever it takes for her.
Spike was humorous too. Like that scene where he meets Buffy's mom and she's like, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" And he's like, "Yeah, you bopped me on the head with an axe that one time, remember?" So now Angel, he's just boring. There's no difference between when he talks to Buffy and when he talks to Giles. There should be some difference, because he and Buffy are supposed to have this incredible Slayer vampire attraction. But it's not there. Okay, so we've established that Spike has won in the charisma department. In terms of fighting, I think Spike's got more swagger.
And he has that cool leather jacket flapping in the wind.
Yeah, he made that look. Him and Neo from The Matrix both.
And even his teeth, when I look at his canines, I'm like, wow, he could be a vampire.
And those cheekbones could cut granite, which is very important. And it's weird, because in terms of being paired with Buffy, Angel has the contrast thing going. Because Buffy's vivacious and outgoing, and Angel's reclusive and mysterious. But since neither Tycoon or I like Angel, we were both looking forward to seeing how the Buffy/Spike dynamic would play out.
Except that by the time we hit season 4, we felt like Buffy wasn't good enough for Spike anymore.
This was a sad development, because we really liked Buffy in the first 2 seasons, but Buffy slowly got more and more whiny.
Yeah, I love Sarah Michelle Gellar, but the Buffy character got boring as hell. But that's a topic for a whole other video. So then, who would you say won, Megabucks? I'd give Spike the landslide victory.
Yeah, I'd say Spike wins in every category. He even has the manlier name. I mean, Angel isn't the greatest name for a guy. Xander even comments on this in the first season. Angel? Really? And then he snickers. Because who wants to date a guy called Angel? No one.
Yeah, I think Angel is a great name for a girl.
See, Buffy has a more manly name. You know, Buff.
And that concludes Angel versus Spike. Tune in next time for a brand new video where Angel faces off against Xander. Thanks for sticking with the AniMoguls.